Hey Songsters, today I'm going to use a Neti Pot. It's not exactly my first time, but it is a new discovery for me. I've been hearing people talk about a Neti Pot for years, and I hate the feeling of water up my nose, so I was kind of afraid to try it. But I tried it last week because our family has been fighting a cold, and I've got some sinus stuff still going on, so I wanted to share this discovery with you. The Neti Pot is very, very useful. I would not recommend doing it just before bed because I did it just before bed the first time and I had water draining down the back of my throat all night long and I didn't like it. So I would recommend doing this during the day and just give yourself maybe enough time for some of that extra water to come out your nose during the day before you lay down to go to bed. And P.S. if you hear a leaf blower in the background, that's my neighbors and I can't control what they do. But I'm still gonna film. Here's what you need. You need a Neti Pot. This is filled with water, so I can't really lift it. Neti Pot. I actually just ordered like a Neti Pot kit. Here's the instructions. I don't know where the box went, so just imagine this all in a box. It comes with this little Himalayan Chandra, I don't know how to say that, Neti-salt, and this is the stuff that you're going to put in the water. So here's what I do. The instructions say, it comes with this little like measuring spoon. The instructions say to use the small side for like daily use, which you can use this on a regular basis, and then to use the big side for like if you're having a sinus infection or if you're particularly sick or something. I would actually recommend using the bigger side all the time because a couple of times I tried the smaller measuring and it still felt like I was just pouring water up my nose and it burned and I did not like it. But if I use more of the salt, it's more of a saline solution and it doesn't burn. And that is the secret to the Neti Pot. Because we are mixing this salt with water in warm water until it dissolves, that's your first step. It is not like you're just pouring water up your nose. You're actually pouring a saline solution up your nose so it does not burn. And it helps clear any congestion you have going. So here's what I do. I put a big measurement of the salt in a mug like this. It's my Rough and Tumble mug. You should totally get one because they're awesome. And then I fill the mug like halfway with water. That's roughly how much is going to fill this pot. And then I microwave it for like 40 to 50 seconds because I don't want it to be too hot. You could just heat the water over stove or use like an electric kettle, but I was kind of afraid that it would get too hot. Of course, if you're a logical person, you would test the water first so it's not too hot before you put it up your nose. That's smart. I didn't want to do that, so I used the microwave. My water is already mixed and everything in here. Now the instructions say to use 1 full pot per nostril. So you're gonna pour it up one side, so for a whole pot, and then switch sides and do the other side for a full pot. This is really great if you're a singer like me. I know of singers, and there's some other YouTubers that are singers, and I follow their channels, and they swear by the Neti Pot, and they do it regularly, just as like a regular health washing out the nose, because as a singer your nasal resonance is really important, and if you have any like blockage in your nose and you're gonna sing like you're stuffed up, and that doesn't sound good. So here we go, without further ado. Other thing I recommend is to keep your head level. If you are getting water going down the back of your throat, that means that your head is too high. So you don't want to just like keep your head looking like this. You want your head to be face down. So I can't really look at the camera when I do this. You understand. Here we go. Very odd sensation. And you're just gonna let it pour out the other nostril. There. But like I said, it doesn't really burn as long as you have enough salt in your water. This part's gonna be really boring. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking your view. My forehead. This is really attractive. Ugh, I'm getting it down my throat, which means my head is too high. And then you get like some, see, and then it gets blocked because I think there's some mucus. Come on, Neti Pot. Push through. You can do it. Oh, there we go. All right, pause. All right, this is another really technical aspect. Also very attractive. I'm not sure that helped. There we go. Maybe? There. You want to breathe out your mouth, by the way. Keep breathing. There you go. Okay, there's a little bit of water left. I'm gonna keep pushing through. I'll probably edit this part out since this is getting boring. Or is it? I don't know, it might be like watching videos of people popping their pimples on YouTube. You don't know why you keep watching. Oh yes, it looks really great. Yum. I have to remind myself not to breathe through my nose. It's weird. Also, it's going down my throat. I think the initial pour through kind of burns for a second. Maybe I don't have enough salt in it. But now it doesn't burn. Oh, that's the whole pot. Okay. Okay. That's really cute. After you're done with the Neti Pot, I would recommend blowing your nose, and then the instructions actually give you a few exercises like bending over and touching your toes, and like blowing air out of your nose while you're bending over just to get some extra water out if there's anything lodged in there. Please subscribe and join us. And if you have any other tips for getting rid of nasal congestion, and if you've tried any of the other like Neti Pot products, like there's an essential oil like thing you can add to the Neti Pot. I think there's a couple of other Neti Pot products that kind of go along with just the standard. Let me know how it goes for you, because this is my new best friend. As always, click subscribe and write the song you need to hear this week.